We need to decolonize the African mind. It may not take weapons to destroy us. Sometimes it is enough to make Africans believe they cannot live without foreign luxury. We must teach our people to accept themselves, to live proudly as Africans, and never be ashamed of who they are.
Imperialism does not only come with guns. It comes through debt, dependency, and corruption. Africa was rich in resources, yet her people remained poor.
He believed Africa could rise through discipline, dignity. His greatest danger did not come from outside Africa alone. It grew quietly behind closed doors, through fear, greed, and betrayal. And once again, Africa's enemies found allies within Africa itself. But like many African visionaries before him, his greatest danger did not come from outside Africa alone.
The plan is set.
Good. It grew quietly behind closed doors, through fear, greed, and betrayal. And once again, Africa's enemies found allies within Africa itself.
Betrayal within. Brothers turned against brothers. Power overcame loyalty, and the revolution began to collapse from inside. Then, the bullets meant for enemies were turned against the son of Africa himself.
And in the smoke of betrayal, Thomas Sankara was captured by his own brothers. But even in defeat, he stood without fear. A voice that dared to imagine freedom beyond borders, but his dream did not die. Across Africa still remembers, and continent Retkin Bertumiti, yet divided against itself.
We need to work to decolonize the mindsets, to overthrow the regime in Upper Volta. It might not be necessary to bring in heavily armed mercenaries. It is simply enough to prohibit the import of champagne or lipstick, I don't know, or nail polish. That's enough to overthrow us. Because the petty bourgeoisie today is convinced that they cannot do without these products. Well, we need to work to decolonize the mindsets. We are working to recondition our people to accept living as they are, not to be ashamed of their realities, to be content with them, and even to take pride in them. It's fine if others live like that, but it's normal for us to live differently.